Hi friends, I hope all of you are fine. Right now I'm here in Spain sitting and working and just thinking and I hope that all of you are fine on this crazy situation. Right now many of you was really interesting about Namibia. How you know, our hunting is always looking for the best partners, and we have already started and have a new business partner on Namibia. So in Namibia we have KBS Hunting Safaris, and my friend Benny will be directly also with us, and he will inform you about hunts in Namibia. Namibia is really a great new hunting destination for all of us. And right now we are taking and giving all the best services for all our customers and friends. So I hope that with Benny we'll give you all the information that we will need. And wish that all of you are fine and will be connected on the rest of the next minutes. Benny of Hunting Safaris, KBS Hunting Safaris, and then we can talk about everything. It's fine. So now it's on. I hope so. Connection sometimes go. Hi, Benny.
Hi, Antonio. Great to be here.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm exciting with all these opportunities between our two companies, and definitely exciting also to go hunting again soon. We need this COVID to disappear
Yeah.
so we all can go back, do what we like most, hunting, of course. So, but besides that, I'm fine, and everything is great. The lodge, I don't know how much you mentioned already, but our cooperation in Namibia is definitely ready to receive all the guests, all the hunters that wants to join us and try Namibia. So we are ready.
We do. We have also some customers and hunters. They are ready, and they asked me for a lot of information. And today, this morning, we had some customers asking about, and I talked to them. We have a direct live today with Benny, and he can give you all the information about what's going on in Namibia and why KBS hunting safaris are different of the rest.
Right. Let me just start up with saying, of course, seen from KBS point of view, we can operate solo, but we decided not to do that because we, as you and me met a while ago, and actually I was joining one of your hunts in Spain, and found out that actually, let's say, the values in IBA hunting fits quite well the values we have in KBS hunting safaris. So first of all, we had a good chemistry. The two of us, we are, let's say, having the same values towards hunting, towards quality instead of quantity, etc., etc. So of course we were interested at that time, and quickly you and I found a path how to cooperate. What can we offer in Namibia compared to other destinations that IBA hunting also, of course, has within their portfolio. But Namibia is special. I have to say that my heart is in Namibia, even though right now I'm actually sitting in Denmark, which is my home country. My partner, we are three partners having the lodge in Namibia and the hunting area. A local Namibian called Kipi. He is a partner, and he's the one running the lodge in general. He's a professional hunter for many, many years, has worked with international clients. He has a lot of experience of hunting and also servicing the hunter's needs. Myself is a Danish hunting lover, so to speak. Hunting is my passion, and in that way we're introduced many years ago to hunting, and we can talk a little bit later about how the coincidence was let's say, related to Namibia, and why Namibia, etc., etc. But first, I would like to all the viewers to give my gratitude towards our cooperation with Eber Hunting. We are looking highly forward to be partners with you in Namibia. I'm positive that a lot of clients will definitely, after trying Namibia, feel a little bit of the same feelings I have towards that country and in general towards the hunting possibilities and so on. So overall, I can say from KBS Hunting Safaris, we are delighted to work with you, Antonio, and your company. We are happy about, as mentioned before, the values. We have a mutual platform, how to service hunters, what experience to give them, what kind of quality to deliver, and so on. So it's very important that there's a balance in the cooperation we have. And I think already from what we have experienced from KBS Hunting Safaris, we see a lot of similarities within our profiling and so on. So we are ready to move some hunters to get Namibia inside the feelings and the blood and experience themselves. And there's a lot to value in Namibia.
For me, it was really very important when I saw your lodges and accommodation and all these thousands of hectares free range hunting. You know, for me was very important because, you know, I'm looking for the best for my hunters. And with you, we started a special cooperation after we had so many talks, and we was very shortly to go together and see all your place and lodges. But this COVID stopped us everything to everybody. So I hope we can as soon as possible go back. But what I have seen in the movies and pictures and brochures, how I talk to you, I say, Benny, I'm very interesting to be your business partner in this area because it's a really very interesting. And we have so many requirements to go for Namibia. And I think Namibia, it's a great destination, not only for hunter himself, also with the family, with the kids, just have fun. And you have a beautiful swimming pool, very exclusivity lodges. So everybody can feel like he's in his house somewhere in the end of the world, alone with the game, with elements, noise of Africa. It's awesome.
Yeah, and some of the things you mentioned, Antonio, regarding Kipi and specific, Namibia and specific, our lodge is actually some of the things we have weighted heavily within our thoughts about why to create a hunting destination in Namibia and so on. I've come to Namibia for many years as a hunter myself. And more than 12 years ago, for the first time in Namibia, I met my PH. His name was Kipi, and today he's my partner. I'm really proud of it. He gave me a fantastic experience, not only for the service he can provide and the professionalism in his hunting and so on, but also the whole, you can say the whole package concerning Namibia was a fantastic experience for me. And I can honestly say I lost my heart in Namibia, not only to the country, but also to the people in general, and especially to Kipi and his family, who became my friends. And we came back, my family, myself came back many times during the years follow for hunting and also socializing with Kipi and his family. And we bonded at that time as good friends, not only customer and supplier, but as friends. And that friendship just evolved over years. And at a certain stage, Kipi, who is he's owning a lot of land in Namibia, and we were discussing on one of these hunting trips, it could be fun to start something up together. You know, he has the land, we love hunting, and blah blah blah. And one word took another, and at a certain stage, you know, okay, let's go for it. Let's do it. and then it started evolving from there, and we made plans. We tried to draw a lodge and figuring out everything from scratch. and we came up with some fairly good results of building a lodge, which is not what we call a mainstream. We try to use a kind of private experience. We want our customers to feel like we want to feel when we are hunting as guests. So the whole idea about creating the company, but also the location, the facilities, and so on, we were quite aligned in our way of doing things. And as mentioned before, we don't want to chase numbers. We don't want to be a supermarket of hunting. Namibia is not that kind of country either. Like, not to talk South Africa down, but South Africa is a lot about quantity. Where in Namibia, we put highly focus on quality. We want the lodge to feel for our guests as it was their second home while they are there. The accommodation is awesome in all ways. Spectacular view from the main lodge over the whole plain with the swimming pool and the bungalows besides it. And it's quite rather remote on a hillside, so a fantastic view, and our own land in front of it. So we have created, seen from our point of view, definitely a very perfect spot for hunters to come and experience the lodge, the hunting, and Namibia in general. So definitely the whole idea, it took some time for us to, let's say, come to the decision that we're going to do it. But finally, when we did, we executed really fast. As mentioned before, we established the lodge, we built the lodge, we decorated the lodge, we make sure that all the hunting is in the pipe. And then, as you said, COVID came and hit us all. You know, the whole year more or less is pulled out of the calendar due to all these restrictions. But definitely from the autumn this year and ongoing, we should be up and running through COVID. We are definitely ready in Namibia to receive all the hunters that is interested, and we can offer a pretty good package, so to speak, in Namibia.
You know, I have two questions. The first one, you as a hunter are now in a hunting business. You are outfitter in Namibia. You have invested a lot of money. So now you start your hunting business in Namibia. So my two question is, you know, you have booked right a couple of days ago a Mongolia trip with our hunting, you know. So you are a hunter by yourself. You book your hunts as well. So you know what the hunter is expecting when they come to Namibia. This is the first question, and the second question is why Namibia? Because you've been in different kinds of places in Africa.
Right. To answer your first question, Antonio, yes, I'm also a hunter by passion myself. I have a high interest in hunting and have done for many, many years. And over the years, hunted in many countries in the world. So tried the worst of the worst and also tried the best of the best. That's how hunting also sometimes is, right? And you're absolutely right. We just booked for Mongolia with you. So the passion for hunting is something you have in the blood. Namibia, of course, have a special place. My partners in Namibia and the whole environment around Namibia, of course, has a very special place in my heart. But I have to say that with all the experience throughout the years traveling hunting, you know what you want and you know what you don't want. And from all these experience, try to create, let's say, a dream scenario. If one day you should have your own facility, how should it be? What should it look like? What is the, let's say, what is the business case within it? Because hunting is also business. We have to understand that. It's not only pleasure, it's also business. But to make a balanced, you can say, company and business mixed with pleasure. So I put myself in my client's shoes many, many times, and therefore hopefully also can help these coming hunters in Namibia to get the same feeling and experience as I did the first time I was there. And that's what we built the whole concept about in KBS in Namibia, is to give the treatment, to give the experience and the whole thrill of hunting in Namibia the same way as we want it ourselves. So that is our main goal towards our hunters. And why Namibia? You can say why. It was a little bit of a coincidence, you can say, but on the other hand, not. Because first time I was in Namibia, we planned a trip, a whole family, to go for first time in Africa, and we chose Namibia. The reason Namibia was, of course, for the hunting. The hunting is in Namibia is mainly free range hunting. It's what we call real hunting. We have to work for the animal. We have to, we cannot sit in a nice chair and drink the whiskey all the time and just shooting the animals because they are right in front of us. No, we really have to use an effort as a hunter to get that hunting experience, not only to make the trophy, because, of course it's important for a lot of hunters, but the whole experience by hunting. And Namibia just gave, compared to other countries in Africa, it just gave me a special feeling. It's first of all, it's a very beautiful country. It's very hunter friendly. It's very calm, and you can call it peaceful and a secure place in Africa. And then you have this remoteness in Namibia that is for me as an African hunter. I want that old view, you can say the picture of Africa you see in the movies and blah 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 blah. This I would like to experience myself. And once I did, it was like a drug. It was like an addiction for me. I had to come back every year to hunt again and blah 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 blah. So my heart is definitely in Namibia. The quality of trophies, the quality of the hunting. Besides all the nice accommodation and beautiful landscaping, that is something I value really high in my own personal hunting, let's say, hobby or whatever we should call it. And I want to give the same to whoever guest is coming to visit us through Eber Hunt, or we want to give the same experience. And I can guarantee you from KBS side, we know what we're talking about, many years of experience, and also trying to align all this experience with the you can say the package we want to deliver the clients that we bring in. So my heart is in Namibia in many aspects, and I'm sure no matter where I go in Africa, my girlfriend is still Namibia, if you can say so.
Okay. We have to do many nice trips there and some good offer for our customers as well. We had just a question, Benny, regarding cheetah. We have to write a question right now. Some of our friends ask us if we have cheetah and what is the success rate now. You told me for a couple of days ago what's going on, but you can tell by yourself how it works. And so the hunters, always, it's important to know the truth regarding the cheetah hunt, because sometimes, many companies play with our dreams, hunting dreams. We want special trophy. Everything sounds good, but then in the end, we don't know the truth. But what you told me for a couple of days ago regarding the cheetah hunt, this is the truth, But I like that you can talk to all these hunters. What is the cheetah hunt and the success rate? So you can say.
I can tell you in free range hunting, it's much more difficult to hunt. You can call it the species that is not plains game. So if you talk cats, if you talk a specific cheetah here, cheetah hunting is possible. To get a trophy is also possible, but cheetahs you cannot bait. You cannot say they have this territory, so you don't know the cheetah's patterns in their daily movement in the savannah. So cheetah hunt is very difficult, and it's often luck that you get a cheetah. To be honest, I tried to hunt cheetahs many times. I have only been successful one time, and and that was also, to be very honest about cheetah hunting, that was also by coincidence that actually doing a drive from one part of the area to another one, the cheetah was there, and we had to take the opportunity for it.
Yeah.
But it is very difficult to hunt a cheetah because there is no pattern in their behavior. It's wide areas, it's free range, and that makes it even more complicated. So I would say that the success rate for a cheetah to come as a hunter is maybe 10%. So we definitely advise our hunters not to come for a cheetah hunt, but to get the license for a cheetah. And then if we are lucky, we have the chance to take a cheetah down, we also have the license and the tag for it.
Yeah, yeah. And we are talking always from free range, you know, it's very important.
Yes. If it's a fenced hunt like in South Africa typically, right? Then you know the cheetah is in the 500 hectare of land, and it's just a matter of to find it. But in Namibia, you're talking thousands of hectares without any fencing, and where the cheetah is where the cheetah is, and you don't know from the morning when you start, and you don't know in the afternoon where to go. It's you have to really work hard for it to obtain it. Nevertheless, once it's succeeded, it's a fantastic feeling, and it's a fantastic thrill.
Yeah.
Not many hunters get the possibility, at least on free range, to take down a cheetah.
Yeah, just an option. You have it there. If you are lucky, if you have the luck to get one, then you have the license. This is the most important. Otherwise, you are enjoying the rest of the hunt, the rest of the game, and this is very important, you know. So, but it's quite interesting that people know, because sometimes some companies play with your dream, hunting dreams, and you get there and no idea.
Right, and to play with the dreams, you know, me myself as a hunter, I want to know what is my chances. I want to know the realistic, let's say, aspect of going hunting, right? I don't want somebody to polish, yes, of course, and then, you know, at the end of the day, I go back disappointed. That's not how we work, at least. I know that's not how you work, Antonio, in Iba hunting. So we try to deliver whatever we promise. Cheetah is maybe one of the most difficult animals to hunt in Namibia. Leopard actually is even though it's a very shy animal and so on, but at least a leopard you can bait, even though it's free range. You can bait a leopard, you just need to spend the time for it and so on. So that the hit rate for leopards is much higher compared to a cheetah. Cheetah very difficult, unfortunately.
Yeah, very important, very important. It's, I think, since over 30 years we are in hunting business, and we have hunters, even the third generation are hunting with us. So we always try to get the best of the best in any country of the world, in Spain, of course. And, you know, sometimes it's better to say to a customer, I'm sorry, it can be just an opportunity, or no, better than telling something what you know it will never happen, because then you have an unhappy customer, unhappy hunter. But the best way, this is how I used to work and how you are starting to work, what I like very much. First, you think as a hunter, I will not offer to some other hunter what I don't like for myself, you know? So this is the best way for the success, for your company, for the hunter, and everybody's happy. In the end, everybody wants the same target. The hunter wants like to have success with his trophy, and you are the guy who are getting the success for this trophy. Sometimes I'm more happy that the hunter gets his success. That makes me more happy than the hunter himself. This is, I think, the success point. Sometimes many hunters ask me, how comes you have so many customers? I say, it's easy. Just patient, be serious, and just giving the best places to hunt. You know, the best places are not cheap. We don't say cheap hunts, because in the end we don't have this, you know, cheap hunts. In the end you get what you're paying for. So we have to go to the best areas, best trophies areas, and set the best services, you know. And I think you can do it very well with your lodges. Any hunters with a family will feel like in exclusivity area, exclusivity lodge. How many thousands of hectares we have? 50,000, 60,000?
We have areas. We have just in front of the or around surrounding the lodge. That's typically where we hunt in the afternoon on our way back from the more remote areas. But yes, you're right. We have a lot of hectares. We have more than 40,000 hectares available, and our, you can call it our close range field, which is just right outside the lodge. You can actually from the terrace watch the animal in the plains, the giraffes, etc., etc.
Nice.
Then we do the game drive or the hunt drive in the afternoon in that area on our way back for the more distant area, which is typically between 30 to 40 minutes drive from the lodge.
That's good.
And as you mentioned yourself, Antonio, the lodge is made like it was your own private lodge. So we want that experience to our clients. You know, we don't offer discount in trips or discount accommodation. It's for the people who wants to really enjoy the accommodation, the surroundings, and the hunting on a more higher level. And that's what also we try to explain to our clients. If you just want a package all including with a lot of animals and for a cheap price, then Namibia is not the right place to go to. Then you have to go to another country in Africa that cannot fulfill these, and that's how it works, right? And we have to be honest. I mean, fairness and honestness is a keystone from our hearts. We want to give the people what we promise and not something out of the range.
This is so easy and so important, you know. And this is my way of doing business. We have another question, Benny. It's regarding if it's a good area for mountain zebra.
It's definitely a good area. I would say Namibia is maybe the best area for mountain zebra. It's a little bit tough hunt. You have to have a fair condition or a fair, how to say, body. Don't weigh 200 kilos when you go for the mountain zebra because they live in the mountains. It says by itself, it is a mountain zebra, a very beautiful animal, high possibility to take down the trophy you need as a mountain zebra in Namibia. And a beautiful and a spectacular zebra. The hunt, of course, can take many hours because you have to track the zebras and you have to follow them throughout the small mountains we have in Namibia. So it's a very tough hunt in a way, but a very beautiful hunt, and the trophy is spectacular, and the success rate is really high on mountain zebra. If you are willing to walk a little bit and work a little bit for it, then definitely the success rate is high. So I would say it's a very good country to go to for the mountain zebra.
This is a good news. And what possibility it's to make a trip to the Victoria Falls?
It is possible. Of course, the only, you can say, obstacle from doing that is our lodge and area is a 4-hour drive from the international airport. So that means you have to. We can arrange and we can make, let's say, that part of the stay also to go to Victoria Falls during the stay or either up front or at the end of the stay. I would suggest that you do it either up front or at the very end of the trip, because otherwise you waste too much time on the transportation between the lodge and the airport. So, but it's definitely possible. There are, if not hourly flights, then a few flights every day.
I think the best is to do it in the end, because when you arrive, you want just to go to the lodge, start to hunt, you know, so you are very, very hard to go hunting. And after the hunt, you are more relaxed, you know, and even maybe you can make an overnight close to the Victoria Falls. And if you go with a family or friends, just to make it more easy to fly back home. So I think it's always after the hunt to make tourism. Yeah. And this is a very nice trip to do and to go to see the Victoria Falls. I think this is unique in the world, and all the hunters who go there have to visit and see it. It's awesome. It's important to see, you know.
It is, but also just to follow up on that question. I mean, we also offer, since the lodge and our hunting area is just the neighbor to Etosha National Park in Namibia. It's a 500,000 hectare national park. It has a huge salt plain in the middle, a very, very beautiful national park, and it's really close to our area, so only a 1 hour drive roughly. And that I definitely think, not only as a hunter, but also as a person loving the nature by general, is definitely worth a day trip to either go to the national park and see the big five at least, and see all the good animals without having hunting that day. Or
Yeah.
we can actually go to some of the other destinations closer to the lodge, for the family, maybe to visit the Himba tribe, a local tribe in Namibia. It's good for tourists to see how the remote people are living, and a very spectacular tribe, the Himba. It's also worth a day trip, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know, Benny, I have a great friends from Denmark. You know, I have many friends from Denmark and
Yes.
all over the world. But one young Nation, his wife, she likes to play golf, and she just asking what's going on with some golf courses in the area, or close to Victoria Falls, close to the main city, or somewhere
Yeah.
after hunting always.
Yeah. Uh, of course, I know golf for a lot of people are also important, and you can combine golf and hunting, and you can call it holiday in general, right? Unfortunately, near the lodge, there is no golf course, right? If you need to play the
Yeah.
golf in Namibia, you have to go near the capital of Windhoek.
Well,
So
it's good.
unfortunately, I would say it would be a bad idea to combine, let's say, at least the hunting and the golfing in the same trip. Then you have to do it, as we mentioned, to maybe go to Victoria Falls. I know there's many of golf opportunity as a starting or ending of, and with your suggestion, as an ending of the hunting trip, maybe have a few days to let's say finish up the golf hunger you may have. I understand it would be nice, but unfortunately I have to disappoint you. We don't have a golf course close to the Namibia.
It's fine. It's fine.
But we have a lot
Otherwise,
of
will
other
be not
things.
really very interesting.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you know, this couple, Jürgen and his wife, they like very much after the hunt to go play golf, both of them. You know, so
right.
it's very important because you know everybody have holidays. If they take together the holidays, they want to enjoy the time.
Right.
So first dates, husband or she as well can hunt. After they make holidays together, playing golf, sightseeing, seeing the Victoria Falls or whatever. Always it's great to organize some trip together after and before the hunt and during the
Right.
hunt. So I
Right.
think it's quite good.
Yeah. And
But tell us about the big five. What's happened if some hunter like to hunt a buffalo, a lion, or have interest on a leopard? What possibilities we have there?
concerning the leopard, we have very good possibilities to hunt the leopard in first of all in our area, but in general in Namibia. It is fairly easy to get the tags compared to other countries in Africa.
And the
So
leopard also?
sorry, sorry, Antonio, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
You know what I mean? I mean, it's easy to get the tag, the license, but what's happening with the leopard?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm putting all my faith in my partner Kippy, because he's a brilliant hunter, and he can hunt leopards. I can guarantee you that. So but you're right. It's easier to get the tag than the animal, but at least you need the tag to be able to hunt the leopard. That's why it needs to be booked in good time. And we suggest minimum, and we really mean it when we say minimum 2 weeks of hunting. We would rather prefer 3 weeks, because we to find a leopard, to find the right leopard, we have to do a lot of work. We have to bait, we have to check the baits, we have to check the cameras, we have to do everything to find the leopard for the client, right? And a leopard, we need to shoot the male leopard, of course, And often we will find maybe in the first 2 or 3 baits, we will find females, nice to watch, but not legal to hunt, etc. So definitely prepare yourself for minimum of 2 weeks of hunting. The success rate will be much higher instead of trying to push things through for 1 week. It gives the PH a very hard task, and it puts a lot of pressure on everybody. And we don't want that to happen. We want people to take their time chasing the leopard, and most likely to with a good result. It's hard work, but it's worth every second of it. As for lion, it's also possible, but more difficult in Namibia because the tags are less and more restricted. So, but the possibility is there. You just have to let's say inquire in really good time for Namibia compared to South Africa or other places where they have them available just around the corner, right? If you want to hunt the buffalo, there's a certain area in Namibia I have to recommend. It's called Caprivi. It's a thin piece of land going towards Botswana, where we have the wet, you can call it, area with rivers and a lot of greens. And this is where the real buffaloes, and when I say real, it's a free range buffaloes are in that area. And that actually is also for the buffalo hunt or the lion. We will have to recommend you to go to Caprivi. And we have partners that we work together with in Caprivi that can provide, so you can combine the two things. Time to experience the playing games and leopard even, and so from our area, and then move on to the you can call it the buffalo area, and stay there maybe additional 4, 5, 6 days, whatever is necessary.
Okay.
But everything has to be arranged in good time in Namibia. You have to work in advantage of creating this, because it's free range and it's not like a supermarket where you just buy a ticket and then you can go.
Sure.
But on the other hand, it is a phenomenal place to go. Also Caprivi.
Great. I would like to make maybe in 10, 12 days or in the end of the month, I would like to have a live streaming with Kippy, because maybe Kippy from Namibia can tell us a little bit more and directly from the area, and maybe show us a little bit pictures of the lodge, so that all our friends can have an idea how it looks, how it is, and can see also the place where the lodge are. So maybe if it's possible, it will be great that we can make another live stream together.
Yeah, it's definitely possible to have Kippy also on board. He's the machine in Namibia. He's hunting is his life. He knows everything about every corner, how to hunt in Namibia. He can tell you about the lodge also, maybe even though it's evening time, it's early dark in Namibia. So but he can definitely show you a little bit around in the next live session, so you physically also can see the lodge. And also hear from Kippy his opinion about let's say the whole lodge, and also about Namibia in general, and definitely we need to arrange that with Kippy in the next session.
Great, this is good. So tell us something shortly to say before we say goodbye to all our friends, and let's say what. If you have to say in few words, come to Namibia, what will you recommend it to say?
Sorry, Antonio, can you repeat?
If you want to invite some hunters to come to Namibia, what will you say regarding trophies?
For me, talking from my own experience, coming there many years as a hunter and as a guest, I can only say, if you want a real experience of Africa, if you want that kind of privacy related to your holiday, hunting, safari, whatever, we are the right place to go to. The facilities are in top condition. You will feel like it's your, and we call it actually in our website and so on, we call it your private lodge, because you need to feel like it's yours when you are there, and we will make sure that not only the hunting is top, but also the accommodation. And I know for many people, these things have to come together. You know, maybe the hunting is good, but if everything else is really bad, then you come back with a 50-50 experience from that trip. Our goal is to give 110% nice experience. And Namibia is there. It is truly a beautiful and a really fantastic country. And then we will just make sure our clients that they will be added on with all the nice hunting, the professional guidance, the accommodation, the service, and so on, as it was their own lodge for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however they want to stay. That will be their own private lodge.
What we're going to do is for the first 10 bookings, we give a bottle of champagne for free, right?
Definitely, and we can and we can even add in a trophy, maybe, you know. So so if there's any viewers here that wants to go to Namibia, if you're the first one, we'll definitely make sure, besides all the things we've been talking about, that you also get a little bit of credit, so to speak, from our side. So so feel free to spread the words. I mean, Antonio, with our cooperation, you know, we have the same value and balance in what we want to do towards hunters and towards guests in general. So we treat them with a lot of respect, and we want to do everything we can to fulfill their own dreams and make sure it will be the dream holiday, the dream hunting holiday of their lifetime. That is definitely something we create, at least the frames about. And I'm sure we can execute. So bring on the people, bring in the guests, and let us prove to them that what we are saying are not just empty words. It's actually how it will happen, right?
I just wish you and all the friends who are watching us right now to be safe, to take care, and hope to see all my friends somewhere together, you two, and some part of the world. And that starts hunts very soon. As soon as possible.
Let's all go back to hunting soon. Let's get the borders open, the hunting areas available. Let's go back and enjoy what we like best, to do the hunting and to get all the experience and the camaraderie and the social aspect within things also. We need that. And come to Namibia. I can only say come and try it. You will never regret it. That is definitely for sure. So go to Antonio. Go to Antonio and make sure that he can explain to you. He can also, even the magazine, give you a view on who we are. You're welcome to visit our webpage, and definitely contact through that way or through Antonio. So he will provide you the service level that you can expect throughout the trip to Namibia with KBS and Iber Hunting.
Many thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure again to talk to you and to give the information to all our friends who can be interesting to go to Namibia. And I wish you a great evening.
Thank you, Antonio. Same to you, and thanks for all the viewers to join us. We have a new session, as you mentioned, later on, and we will invite Kippy in that stage so he can even explain and show and visualize more of the lodge and the areas, right?
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good night, and thank you all friends for watching us. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.